That Atlanta DA is playing Lil Baby after playing Young Thug. Snoop Dogg tweeted, "Rappers, you had better exercise caution." Were you aware that rappers released exclusive information in response to Lil Baby's RICO case, which is his reaction to the announcement made by the head of the Georgia BD Council's gang unit, claims that his office is preparing to defend against a potential 4PF. One investigator in the crowd wrote, "We are listening to wiretap calls while the investigator is on the stand," after this was made public in court. It was stated that some people had tickets on their heads because of Lil Baby. Since Lil Baby's real name is Dominique Jones, scholars would discuss the city of Atlanta's preparation to prosecute 4PF and Lil Baby on these accusations, while also providing previously unheard information. DJ Academics explained that this would eventually draw the attention of a young thug who would reply on Twitter, revealing Marissa's appearance and accusing her of being dishonest. In the Diaz office, she is the biggest fabricator. Lil Baby has been taken into county jail for questioning on the passing of Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman, was the news report's headline as a major update was announced. After the case was resolved, police asked him why he had closed 4PF. When Lil Baby was interviewed and asked why he shuttered 4PF, it became very strange. It was revealed that he did so to keep his record label from being known as a street squad, which, in my opinion, only makes it appear more suspicious. To bolster suspicions, other rappers in the industry did the following. Lil Baby, Young, and Ace would eventually disband their gang, ATK, in order to distance themselves from any further criminal activity in Jacksonville. As even DJ Academic observed, Lil Baby's widely shared tweet that stated, "If Lil Baby does get recorded, his career is over. Bro's music is hanging on by a thread," is the most unsettling part of his case. Suspicions regarding his case only grow as more and more rappers follow suit. During a press conference on Wednesday, the Atlanta Police Department reported that 7 arrests have been made in relation to the killings of Major Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis. But if you're a Lil Baby fan, you should watch the video because, quote, "The Atlanta Police Department is calling out Lil Baby, saying his actions led to the passing of 2 young individuals. This team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable," Ralph stated, referring to the incidents as part of a gang war that started with an incident that injured 3 individuals during Lil Baby's music video shoot in May of last year. In addition, he informed Lil Baby that his time was running out. Outside a taco joint on an operations block, Lil Baby was filming the music video. While boasting on Facebook that she was recording a music video in 3 cars at her taco shop, the same woman who was featured in the TV show really told the authorities that Lil Baby was there. Based on the evidence, the police think that the operators didn't know Lil Baby was filming. Instead, they were prompted to remove the scene and draw their weapons after her Facebook video gained notoriety. The terrifying part, though, is that Lil Baby is being blamed by the federal government for the tragic deaths of 2 people, which even resulted in a widely shared tweet. Having failed to persuade Young Thug to stop, the Atlanta Day will now go after Lil Baby and use him as a model for. The other rappers are giving their gangs fame, money, and goods for street crimes because the Atlanta Day has already alerted the public about Lil Baby's involvement in crimes in Atlanta. Young Thug, Lil Baby, and other rappers in the Atlanta area, according to the DA, use their music money to buy weapons, illegal substances, or whatever else they can think of, giving them a significant advantage over their competitors. Consequently, the Atlanta Day has been trapping Lil Baby ever since. I'll tell you what, it will be made public. On Monday evening, Lil Baby was arrested for carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. He was brought to the Clark County Detention Center and released on a $5,000 bond. But it gets much more serious than this since, only 8 months earlier, researchers revealed on stream that 4PF was listed on the same RICO documents as VLASL, and the judicial system finally corrected it when Lil Baby was arrested in that video. But since Lil Baby had been arrested multiple times recently as a warning, scholars were able to explain everything now that the LISL trial was over. Did you know that Lil Baby was arrested for illegally tinting her windows? Online access was granted to the official arrest footage. Lil Baby, who was just on the video, was allowed to keep driving, but because his name had been reported in the system, another officer would pull him up on the same street as he was leaving. The second cop would finally haul him away after the first had stopped him. Ironically, Lil Baby did not wear the body cam that all officers are expected to wear when he was transported to jail for an undisclosed cause. His bail was eventually granted that evening as a result of Lil Baby even bringing his lawyer out on a private plane. This is all a setup though, as you can see, which is why Young Thug was given a plea deal to get out of jail. As soon as Gunona Thug tweeted, "Wham, let's drop one on these informants," he departed. Lil Baby, sometimes known as Wham, has been steadfast in denouncing Gunna for leaving the LISL trial early and "We should be just like the feds intended," Lil Baby wrote in response to Thug on Instagram, implying that the feds were aware of it. The next day, Thug would initially post on Instagram, saying, "Gunona, stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you." Getting Gunona's attention. His brother Gunona would say, "Trust and believe the feeling is mutual." However, Thug made a connection with T.I. on Instagram later that night, announcing categorically that he is home and that he did it right by using a weapon and slipping in. informing Gunona that he handled it appropriately and even supported him. But scholars have noted that his surreptitious criticism of Gunna is a major issue. Foreseeing all of this, the feds even freed Young Thug, noting in an announcement that Ademic speaks on Young Thug getting released. Emphasizes that Thug will ultimately violate the conditions of the agreement and serve 20 years in prison, claiming that the requirements are a trick by the court to send him back in jail. The Atlanta DA knows that Lil Baby will support Young Thug in his conflict with Gunna, so he sets up a trap to catch them both at the same time.